Okay, here we go. I want to show y'all everything. Here's a 17-inch Android, y'all. It is right here. This 17-inch Android. Somebody was saying they didn't believe that they made 17-inch Androids. Yes, they do. This one is by Samsung, and I own one. And here is a ladybug, my friend. They bring good luck, so you shouldn't touch them. Shouldn't disturb them. You never know who that is. That could be somebody important right there. Okay, so anyways, this is an Android, y'all. This is an Android. It is by Samsung. They do make them. And as you all can see, I am heavily studying the Ifa. That is very important to me right now. And I just wanted you all to see what I'm looking at right now. It looks like a divination is taking place. Okay, this is of the Yoruba. I have to keep touching it because it'll go off. Of the Yoruba. Okay, belief system. Okay. It was practiced heavily in Nigeria. And now, I'm not going to talk anymore about it. Here are the Ileke beads. And that is so pretty. This is actually where they would do the divination with a special powder or dust. And that's the direction I'm going in right now, y'all. Actually, a divination could be done on this. It looks very authentic, beautiful West African work. Thank you so much, Norwa, for providing the link on information on the Ifa, the Yoruba religion. This is a divination. And I really want to connect with it. Actually, I want to go to, I would love to go to Nigeria and Liberia because I have a lot of Nigerian and Liberian blood. Yes. Here's a divination right here. They use a lot of quarry shells. I also have bones in mine, owl bones and chicken bones in mine, as well as quarry shells and marbles. I have some marbles in it and stuff, and I even throw in dice. Y'all see that? All of this right here is communication with the divine right here. That's why I said, don't y'all cut them dreadlocks off. Get them relaxers out your hair. Don't be perming your hair so you can communicate with the cosmos, with dark matter. Okay? That's what we want to be doing right here, right now. You understand? And I got to do some fussing and everything. I've been real sweet to everybody. But now, it's a big mama coming to do some ass whooping. Okay? Isn't she beautiful? I want y'all to see. Isn't she so pretty? She got some pretty teeth and pretty skin. She's gorgeous. Okay. Oh, look at this. This is actually scarification where they actually, use like a blade to engrave this. And we think we're brave when we get these tattoos and stuff like that. We think we've done something, and they're actually cut with blades to create the beauty here. I was looking at let me go and hit that. I wanted to kind of zoom in and look at that more. I was looking at y'all excuse this little area here. I still got to do some work on here so I can get my furniture in this room. Okay, so it's still makeshift in here. What I was gonna say, I was looking at some footage where they showed that there was a black woman that was actually navigating a mothership, and the mothership was on the moon, and I don't think they were able to actually, either leave the moon because that was their native place there, or they were actually going to seed the moon and could not leave it. They said it was a crash, but it didn't quite look like a crash because I don't think anything was broken, but it was actually it was a cigar shaped craft that looked like it was made out of some type of metal that is foreign to the planet Earth. I don't think they've ever seen any type of metal or material such as that. You know what I'm saying? And it had hieroglyphs written all over it, which was a message that no one understood. No one could understand or overstand. No, the message and the understanding are not the same. They do not, they're not the same thing. Let's put it like that. You can have the message and still not understand. Hello? I think I'm going to adapt that. That's going to be my little signature. Okay, so isn't that beautiful? And I've also heard that the Dogon tribe of Mali were actually extraterrestrials from Sirius B. Isn't that interesting? Okay. And here someone is actually getting ready to throw the Ifa. And if I'm wrong, y'all are more than welcome to correct me on that. I will correct anything that is misleading as far as long as it's not from a troll. Anyways, I'm just looking over this because I'm very intrigued with the Ifa. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. But anyways, I brought that black woman, or we call them black woman, we call them, of African descent, but I think this is beyond just Africa. We can say this all day long. This thing seems to be universal. So when we're describing this, we say, oh, this is a person that is of African descent. Maybe they call them melanoids, is what one brother was calling them, melanoid. She was a melanoid because no one knows where her origin actually came from. But when they went in there, they found out that they were able to also recover the head of another occupant that was in the actual spaceship with this melanoid. And she too was a melanoid, but both of them had dreadlocks, which is very interesting. That was an ancient craft. That craft was very old. They said millions of years old. And in that craft, there were a lot of test tubes of other, little small tiny beings in there, and, plant life and everything. And they said it was the size of so many football fields. I mean, the size of a city. That's the way they put it. And they put the Titanic next to it. And the Titanic actually looked like a little tiny ant. I was like, wow. I said, wow, the fuel to operate such a vehicle or craft. So let's see. I like to look at this. But anyways, what was interesting, they talked about the one woman who they only recovered her head. They said that the wire of the craft, the actual wire, was connected in her nose. You see what I'm saying? They connected it to her brains. So she was actually controlling the actual ship with her brain because it was in there. It was in her nose and connected straight to her sinuses, into her sinus cavities, into her brain. Y'all already know what that is. I cannot pronounce it. Beats. My spirits are pulling me in this direction. And here is a variety of them. Some people know exactly the name of each one, because sometimes they represent different deities, the seven African gods, or Orishas, or Loas. Okay. And this is the actual powder dust that is used. It kind of reminds me of the cornmeal that they make veves with in voodoo a little bit, but they're not the same. Okay. Trying to see if I can find something interesting. And this is where the dust would actually go, and they will do the divination to communicate with the divine. That's where they'll actually do it. Which is very interesting, isn't it? Beautiful wood craftsmanship. Oh gosh. I think I'm going to take a class on wood crafting so I can make my own. I would love to make my own. Drumming is very intoxicating, and it also connects one with the divine. Aren't they beautiful? I just love the cloths. Those cloths are pretty. I would love to be able to get my hands on some of that cloth. Create some beautiful dresses and gowns. Very, very creative. But anyways, the reason why I brought those melanoids up that were actually operating the craft, which was a mothership that had came to seed the planet or going out to seed a planet, is that the women actually had that same scarification on their bodies. One of them, it was the one of them. She was extremely beautiful, and she had these huge almond eyes. They were slanted, and you could tell she looked like she had a little bit of Asian in her and a little bit of what we would call West African features in her. She had both, but she had dreadlocks. The other one, she looked more or less like one that would come from Tanzania or something like that. The one that only had a head, she was actually dismembered from her entire body. The one that was actually flying the craft. And if you want to see it, all you have to do is go to YouTube and use the text word black woman on the moon. And it will show you that. A lot of people don't believe it, but whether it's true or not, it will really get your imagination going. Look at that beautiful craftsmanship. I'm on eBay all of the times trying to see if I can get some authentic wood carving from, West Africa. Beautiful. They have actually found pharaohs, melanoid pharaohs on Mars. Yes, they have. Carvings. Sort of like Nubia. A lot of people, don't know much about Nubia. Everybody's glorifying Egypt and everything. But check out the pyramids of Nubia. The pharaohs of Nubia. Okay? It's a very good video, good read. You'd love it. It's very interesting. Once again, another one of those places they would do divination. As you can see, the moon is here. The sun is here. The moon is here. And these may be some type of gods. I guess this is night, this is day, and some other things going on here. Because some people will actually put certain elements for the southern hemisphere, the eastern, the western, and I'm saying it wrong, eastern, western, southern, and northern area. They will put the elements of crystals, water, and all of these different elements beside it, whereas you can see here clearly it's already done on this particular communication system. Sort of like a GPS is what I'd say it is. For those who are in Ifa, please pardon me if I'm doing anything incorrectly, because as I say, I am still myself studying. I'm just only admiring it. I'm going to delve into this a little bit further. That's what I like about this tablet, because it works just like a cell phone. It's an Android. And I'm like, I get the opportunity to prove to the trolls that I actually have a 17-inch Android. Nah. So anyways, here's a huge one. Oh my God, I would love to have that. Oh my God. You can read a lot on that, can't you? So that's where I am right now. Okay. Somebody asked me, hey, if you're not using candles, what are you using? Hit me up. I'll tell you secretly in an email. spirittree41@yahoo.com. I don't want to speak too much about too much. He's actually communicating with the divine here. As you can see, these people, he looks just like my my father. Same features. The features look so familiar. And whoever did this artwork, this is stunning. What an amazing artist. He's speaking to the divine here. He's speaking to the universe here. Yes, you can speak to the universe. You can. A lot of people say we are within the deepness and the darkness of our spirits and soul. We are the universe. Hello? Those are the Elekye bees, the Ifa bees here. As you can see, he also have something going on here, here, and here, and here, and the quarry shells here. And you can really communicate a lot with quarry shells. Now, if you're not on this wavelength, do not try to make fun of it and sit down and laugh about it, because that's no different than somebody laughing at what you believe. These are the seeds here. Seeds of communication once again. And everything. And this is just fun. Okay. Oh. Now, look at this. There's symbols. Heaven, which is the spirit. Earth, which is the body. Past and future. So I guess if you was to do whatever you do in here, you're communicating here, and this will actually be the symbolic meaning of where, the particular devices, or sometimes they use their fingers, will land, and you can find that here, like that. It's going that way, and this is going that way, so we know that's Earth. But anyways, y'all see what's going on? This kind of give you the ability to actually get some understanding of what is what. Not even understanding, because we don't understand anything. Forgive me about this understanding thing. Y'all, those look like Brazil nuts, but they're not. This is a veve, another way of communicating with the divine. Those are different symbols of different orishas or loas. So the West African belief system is very powerful. It's very powerful. It's very powerful. Far more powerful, if you ask me, than Christianity. That's just my opinion. I just know that I found no happiness in Christianity. I found lots of happiness in on the dark side here. That's when I found myself, my life. You understand? My purpose. You understand? So I was depressed when I was believing in something that, that was forced upon me. You see what I'm saying? But anyways, I just wanted to show you that they do make trolls. I just want to let you know that they do make 17-inch androids. They do. And you can get you one by Samsung too. Just pull out your wallet. Hello? Mr. Willie bought me this. And he better buy me. I'm going to go upside his head. You understand? A woman always got to be 2 steps ahead of her man. Watch stacks. That's where I get that from. Look at that. Beautiful artwork, isn't it? I'm going to go to Nigeria. And I am going to go to Liberia. I'm going to go. And I'm not talking by way of travel either. I'm going to get on a plane and I'm going to go and visit. I'm just waiting to hook up with other like-minded people to go, because I don't want to go by myself. So you can actually get this book. I'm giving Somebody shout out William Boscombe. 16 Quarries, Yoruba divination from Africa to the New World. Make sure that the authors are legit and have actually been to Africa themselves, because you got people actually, you understand, creating text and education of these things, and they've never even visited or ever been near a Yoruba priest or priestess. I like things to be authentic. You know what I'm saying? I really do. I like for things to be authentic if I'm gonna learn it. The Holy Odu. Okay, so that ends this video, and I hope this has cleared up a lot of confusion. Yes, once again, Samsung makes them. Samsung also makes washing machines and dryers. Did y'all know that? As well as refrigerators and stoves. Bye-bye. I enjoyed this. This was fun. I think I'm going to do a lot of videos like this, but if y'all said, Mama, don't do that, I'll think about not doing it. Here's that 17-inch Android. And I just heard a tap too, but this time it was on the TV across from me. So for the person who said, what else are you using besides candles, Mama? Email me so I can tell you. Okay? Excuse that little chair in the background. Like I said, I still hadn't even brought in my furniture. Mr. Willie actually put his keyboard on top of that because all our stuff is packed in that storage house next to this house here, and we hadn't gotten it in yet. I'm still debating on whether or not. Y'all see my ladybug friend is still here? I still haven't debated on whether or not I'm going to put carpet in these 3 bed. Well, one bedroom has already has hardwood in it. But I hadn't made up my mind whether or not I'm going to go with hardwood and the other in these 2 bedrooms are carpet. I'm thinking I may need to go with carpet in these 2 rooms and carpet in the actual den in the back there. I think I'm gonna go with carpet. But I think I'll probably be out about $3,000, y'all, doing that. But as long as me and my family is comfortable, that's all that counts, no matter what people think of me, my place, you understand, and how I look and how I smell, it's man's. Ain't that's all that count, y'all? It's man's. Like they say in school. Ooh, you got some ugly shoes. They man. Ifa, an exposition of Ifa literary corpus. Anybody read that book yet? Okay, y'all. Bye-bye.